Everyone. I want to thank you guys all for being here with us today. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sarah Bishop Della Ventura, and I am the chair of the board for the Women and Family Life Center. From the bottom of our hearts, we can't thank you enough for being with us here today and for your continued support. It's amazing to think that we're celebrating 30 years at the center, and we've done so much these past few years and served thousands of women and families throughout the shoreline, all with your support. Together, we continue to make an impact and serve our community. And as time goes by, our organization continues to strengthen, learn, and grow. That's why we're here today, to celebrate our past and look forward to the future, together as one community. We're here to share with you the current programs and services that we offer, along with where we see ourselves going in the next few years. I'm also very excited to introduce you to our new executive director, Jennifer Wenderoth Holster. Jennifer joins us with over a decade of experience in the nonprofit sector, providing crisis services for individuals and families in need of support. Most recently, she was the director of Women and Families Sexual Assault Crisis Services in Meriden. She also has founded her own organization called Let It Be Heard, which provides education and awareness outreach around topics such as sexual violence, domestic violence, and stalking. She has been involved with Women and Family Life Center's work throughout the past 4 years through the Shoreline Sexual Assault and Domestic Violence Task Force, where she has been an outspoken advocate on the topic of sexual assault. Jennifer has a bachelor's degree in sociology, women, gender, and sexuality studies from Central Connecticut State University, and a master's degree in public administration with a concentration in nonprofit management from the University of New Haven. Quite the resume. We are so excited to welcome her with us today, and I know she's very excited to be with us here today as well. So without further ado, I pass along the torch to Jennifer so you can meet her.
Thank you so much for your introduction, Sarah. I am honored to be with you all today and to join you in your important work on serving the women and family in crisis along the shoreline. I'm so excited to be a part of the Women and Family Life Center. As someone who has spent their entire life being a part of the shoreline community, I have seen firsthand how our neighbors can sometimes need a little help during a difficult time. To have an organization like the Women and Family Life Center is invaluable to the community. The support the staff provides is life-changing, and the empowerment they build in participants can reset a person's future and allow them to grow and live lives they only once dreamed of. The work we do every day is inspiring and makes an impact on the women and families throughout the shoreline. As someone who is both a survivor of sexual assault and domestic violence, our Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Task Force is a place where we can make a change for the future. The Women and Family Life Center can lead the change in our schools, in the legislation, and in our homes. Everyone here at the Women and Family Life Center generally understands that there are moments in our lives that truly challenge us. I can promise you that once you walk through our doors, you will never feel alone in your journey. To be the new executive director and to be part of this amazing family is an exceptional honor. I look forward to getting to know each of you as I move forward in this role and hope that you know that we really, truly meaning say we can't do this without you. So today we celebrate you. Without you, celebrating 30 years as a center would not be possible. Particularly in this past year plus, we have all experienced trials and tribulations, both personally and professionally. I'm amazed by how the Women and Family Life Center has not only preserved, but also was there for the community promptly to address the most critical needs our neighbors faced. One of our biggest supporters through COVID was Liza Petra, Executive Director of the Guilford Foundation and the Branford Community Foundation. Let's take a few minutes to hear from Liza and how we've partnered together during these difficult times. Please be sure to make your volume is turned up so you can hear our video guest speakers.
Hi, my name is Liza Jansen Petra. I'm the Executive Director of both the Branford Community Foundation and the Guilford Foundation, and I'm just thrilled to be part of this celebration of the Women and Family Life Center's 30th anniversary. Both foundations have a long history of supporting the Women and Family Life Center, but today I want to talk about our initiative that we partnered together on during COVID. So on March 18th, in 2020, when things were starting to close down for COVID, we at the Guilford Foundation and the Brantford Community Foundation were thinking about how can we help our communities. And we can't give donations to individuals, but we knew an organization that could. So I called Meg Scanlon, who was the executive director at the time, and we brainstormed how can we do this. And we came up with a really what we thought was a very manageable, urgent plan. We wanted to raise $20,000 from each community and distribute it to individuals and families who are experiencing displacement because of the COVID quarantines and shutdowns. That 20,000 turned into over 200,000 in Brantford and over 130,000 in Guilford. And what it meant was that we were able at the Guilford Foundation to work with the Women and Family Life Center so that they could fully support the individuals and families who were coming. And what it meant was we were able to do additional work after that to support other organizations as well. So it was a great honor. And for us, for the Guilford Foundation, the Brantford Community Foundation, it was this wonderful sweet spot between people who cared, who really wanted to help the individuals in our community that were suffering, and the people who needed it. So thank you. Happy anniversary.
Thank you, Liza, for your partnership and your continued leadership for those on the shoreline. The fund at the Women and Family Life Center was comprised of funds from the Guilford Foundation, the Brantford Community Foundation, United Way of Greater New Haven, and incredible private donors. When the COVID pandemic hit in March 2020, the Guilford and Family Life Center saw a significant increase in community members looking for help, and the rise for basic needs was evident. Food insecurity, housing, rental assistance, heating, and electricity bills are just some of examples of how COVID funds were used to help those in the shoreline community. Over the course of 15 months, the Women and Family Life Center was able to give out funds of over $200,000 and to provide assistance to over 500 families on the shoreline. In the last 30 years, the Women and Family Life Center has served over 16,000 individuals. And in the past year, we served over 1,200 women and families from towns on the shoreline between East Haven and East Lyme. Some of the milestones we've seen over the last 30 years started back in 1991 when our founders incorporated the Women and Family Life Center as an independent nonprofit from the Citizens Community Outreach for Peace and Justice at St. George's Church. Only 7 years later, in 1998, we moved into our cozy little home on 96 Fair Street. Over the next decade or so, the Women and Family Life Center grew its programming. In 2012, we developed Lawyer Time. Then in 2015, we started the Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Task Force. In 2012 came Financial Consult. And then in 2018, we developed the Guided Assistance Program. As we move forward, the Women and Family Life Center continues to provide resources and education for women in all families in crisis. We envision communities where women in all families are free from violence and harassment, are economically secure, and have access to equitable opportunities. At this time, let's hear from Connor Dolan, who is a Senior Wealth Advisor from Fair Street Advisors and one of our outstanding volunteers who works with the participants in our Financial Consult program.
Hi everyone, my name is Connor Dolan. I'm a financial advisor for Fair Street Advisors, located right across the street from Women and Family Life. I've been a volunteer for Women and Family Life for about 8 years as a financial consult. And over those 8 years, I've met hundreds of incredibly brave women that have the courage to reach out to Women and Family Life to get great, fair, honest advice, whether it be financially oriented or legal. And really, I get far more than I've ever given back to this program. Women and Family Life does a great job, and I look forward to working with them for many years to come. They have a great staff, a lot of great things coming up in the future, and we appreciate all your support.
Connor, thank you for all the time that you've provided to the Women and Family Life Center participants and for being such an amazing partner of our programs. I I'd like to now introduce Zozan, our program manager, so she can share with you a little bit more about the programs here at the Women and Family Life Center.
Thank you, Jen. I'm happy to be here. And everyone, hi everyone. I am Zozan Antar, the program manager for Women and Family Life Center. I joined the center about a year ago. I'm inspired every day by the women and families we serve. Over the past year, our team has made some big changes to adapt to the needs we were seeing in the shoreline community. With the pandemic brought a lot of these issues to the surface and became more visible. The population we serve falls mostly within the Alice families. Those people who are working more than one job and still can't make their ends meet. Our center is open to everyone who comes to our door from the 16 towns we serve. Our programs are unique. They're designed to fill in the gap which has been created because of lack of adequate services and resources on the shoreline. Our Guided Assistant Program, GAP, which has grown steadily since we launched it in 2018, is the umbrella program. And through GAP, participants get connected to other services and programs. This program is unique to Women and Family Life Center and in the state of Connecticut, because we're the only place a woman or a family can come, meet with a social worker, discuss their situation, create a plan, and set up goals to help them move forward. Our team of referral navigators work with participants to ensure that they achieve their goals, and there's no limit on how many times you can come to us for help. An example about somebody we've helped about a year ago. We worked with a woman who is now a survivor of domestic violence. She came searching for support. She was experiencing domestic violence and severe trauma because of the abuse. She was completely dependent on her husband. She was scared and literally shaking when she came to our door. We took her in, connected her with domestic violence services, and then we set her up with lawyer time and financial consult appointment. We also helped her find a new home for herself and her child. We received donations to furnish her new apartment. We also worked with her on obtaining resources to help prepare her resume to find a new job. We continued to support her over the past year until she was finally able to feel secure and empowered to stand up for herself and to go through the divorce process. Today, she's in the final stages of her divorce and she feels safe and supported. Together, through your support and our work, we made a positive change in the life of this woman and her child. And I want personally to thank you for supporting our work. So thank you.
Thank you, Zozan, for the work you do and sharing that story. Something so great about the Shoreline community is that we all work together. Back in 2019, I received a call from the Women and Family Life Center about a participant they were working with and they needed some help. The story that Zozan shared is about that same person. A woman was in a domestic violence situation and was trying to leave. However, since she was married, it looked like she financially did not need assistance through the state because of her husband's employment. So, what could be done? While talking with the Women and Family Life Center, I said it would be nice if someone was working with a program like the Women and Family Life Center, document could be done for temporary assistance until the divorce process started. This suggestion was brought up and discussed at the 2019 December Legislative Roundtable hosted by the Women and Family Life Center. In the 2020 legislative year, House Bill 5306 was proposed because of this situation. Then in the 2021 legislative year, Senate Bill 1091 expanded on this to include revising the definition of domestic violence, as well as the statutes, family custody, family relations, and more. The bill was passed, and today we now have Public Act 2178, also known as Jennifer's Law, in honor of Jennifer Dulos. Who would have thought that when trying to help one participant, it would grow and partner into something that would help the entire state of Connecticut? The support that all of you provide to us allows the Women and Family Life Center to create change, and not just in the individuals, but in the entire state. It is my honor to introduce Meg, our Director of Development. Meg will share how all of your help has made an incredible impact this past year and discuss the exciting news of our new signature event for Men Who Cook to the Empower Her Gala. Due to the ongoing COVID pandemic, we have chosen to put a hold on our traditional event, Men Who Cook, and we're excited to explore the Empower Gala, which provides us with a platform to share the stories of the women and families we work with. So take it away, Meg.
Thank you, Jennifer. It's such an honor to be a part of Women and Family Life Center's meaningful work to serve women and families in crisis. As Azan mentioned, we are the only place where women and families can come and work with a social worker, regardless of their income, and create a plan to move themselves and their family towards greater economic stability. We will do all we can to ensure that individuals achieve their goals, and there is no limit on the amount of time someone can come to us for help. We are an all-women-run nonprofit that understands the economic challenges and choices facing women. Our work is driven by the needs, concerns, and opinions of the women and families we serve and represent. As you've seen, this past year, we've pivoted our programs and services to meet the community's needs caused by the pandemic, and we will continue to do that. We are here to support women in need, in times of crisis, or to simply lend an ear, to empower women and families through education, skill building, and community. And the greatest gift we hope to give anyone that walks through our door is the power to grow and reach her full potential. Speaking of empowerment, I'm really excited to share with you another pivot we've made this year, as Jennifer mentioned. Men Who Cook has been our signature event for nearly 30 years, and we've had so much fun rallying up our community. As an organization, we've been reflecting on what's most important to us for our signature event, and we realized that we can better serve the women and families that need our assistance most by making our women and families the theme of our signature event. Empower Gala will highlight the impact our center provides on the shoreline and will be a sit-down dinner. The Empower Gala will be March 24th, 2022, in honor of Women's History Month. We really hope for your involvement. We can't do this without you. If you'd like to learn more about the Empower Gala and how you can get involved, I'd love to connect with you more. Keep your eyes peeled for our Giving Tuesday campaign, where you'll be invited to give the gift of empowerment this year. And now I'm excited to introduce you to one of our past chefs from Men Who Cook, Todd Inkatavanich, and his lovely wife, Loretta Lyons, as they discuss their involvement with the center since 2013.
Hi, my name is Loretta Lyons.
Hi, I'm Todd Inkatavanich,
We've lived in Guilford since about 2004.
and we've been avid supporters of Women and Family Life since 2013, and I've had the privilege of being one of the Men Who Cook chefs for several years.
I live and work in Guilford, and I've seen the direct impact of the work of Women and Family Life, and that's why we support them.
And being able to witness all the great work that the center has done for women over the years, and particularly over the past couple of years with COVID, has really been impactful.
So we look forward to attending the next gala of Women and Family Life called Empower Her in March.
And we look forward to seeing you there, hopefully.
Thank you, Todd and Loretta, for your wonderful video. I sincerely hope that each and every one of you will join us at the Empower Gala. Once again, I cannot thank our incredible donors for all that they do. I know we've said it before, and I will say it again and again and again. We honestly could not do this work without you. It is truly an honor to serve with all of you and to be part of such an incredible mission. If anyone is looking to get more involved on our board, be a donor or a partner, we'd love to hear from you. And please do not forget, November brings us Giving Tuesday on the 30th. So before we close, does anyone have any question or final thoughts? Feel free to jump on in.
No questions at this time. Does anyone want to unmute themselves, have any final remarks they'd like to share?
Shirley
I'll
does.
jump in here. It's Connor. Are you going to send us out some sponsorship stuff for the gala?
Absolutely. We'll add that in the follow-up communication. Thanks for asking.
I'm sure you will. Thank you.
Hi,
Oh,
can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Shirley.
Shirley. Hi, Shirley.
I just want to say how gratified I am to see this vibrant organization after 30 years, not only surviving, but thriving and making a huge impact in this community. And it's exactly what the founders wanted. So from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you and give you all the best and love that I can give.
Thank you for being one of our founders, Shirley.
Nice.
This is Lori Stefano. I just want to thank you for doing this work. I think it's amazing what you have accomplished, and hope you continue to be just as successful.
Representative Robin Comey.
Hi, I just wanted to say hello and thank you. Welcome, Jennifer. Welcome to our neck of the woods here, the service area. And, you know, I met with a constituent over the summer, and she had a really great experience with you guys. And I was just, you know, I wasn't, she didn't seem to me, she was young. She didn't seem to me like the type of person that would be able to, you know, locate some of these services. So I, of course, went in there with my Superman mentality, Superwoman mentality, I should say, and tried to say, oh, you got to contact Women and Family Life Center, and these, you know, they're going to support you so wonderfully. And she's like, oh, I'm already involved with that. They're fantastic. And so I just wanted to say, you know, thanks for all you do for my constituents and for you know, the rest of our shoreline area. And I look forward to our next legislative breakfast, hopefully, or it'll be in person, and look forward what other types of advocacy we can do together, and really passing the important laws that will help the women in our communities that are suffering with, you know, suffering from you know, all kinds of burdens that have been a part of their lives that they need to get through, and that you guys hold their hand and help them do that. So thanks for inviting me, and look forward to more work together.
Thank you.
Jen, I just want to pop in, and one of the things that I want everyone to just to mention that, you know, while we thank you, all of the people that are here that are joining us for your continued support, I would be remiss in not thanking our fabulous staff, and included with that is our board members. But we have a very strong staff, experienced, and just have such a passion for the work that the Women and Family Life Center does. So without them, these great strides that we've made would not be possible. So so thank you to each of the staff members.
Sarah, this is Janice Markham. Thank you for mentioning the board. Our daughter, Christy Stoddard, is on your board, but things happen behind the scenes that maybe you all don't see. But Christy has 2 daughters who watch every move she makes, and also she gets them involved in what you're all doing. So you're going to be passing this down to future generations. So thank you.
I'd love to jump in if I could. My name is Beth Bohm. I'm a UConn fellow, and I have the pleasure of being placed at Women and Family Life Center for the next 2 months, working alongside Meg. And I just want to say how inspiring it is to be involved with this organization, and just the team, the donors, and the community. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And I'm so excited to be working beside the work that you're all doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Beth. It's such a pleasure to have you on our team.
Anybody else? Okay, so again, thank you to each and every one of you for joining us today and being part of the Women and Family Life Center. So enjoy your Friday, and we can't wait to hear from you and get you more involved in what we do. So thank you.